Alright, so today we're finally going to do the video to see if I did make my truck sound like the Camaro, which was the whole plan after all. So we'll get some clips of a cold start on the Camaro. I don't know how much of a cold start we're going to get because I did just drive it an hour ago. We'll do an idle, drive-by, and a takeoff. We'll do an idle, drive-by, and a takeoff in the truck. And then we'll go over the exhaust setup that we did on the truck. Let's go. Alright, so we came out here to some abandoned roads to do the takeoff and the drive-by. We'll do the Camaro first, then come back, bring the truck, and I'll be in track mode, so the exhaust valves will open the best. And just a heads up, the Camaro does have a fully stock exhaust. Alright, so here we are, we got the truck. We're going to do the same thing now in the truck. Just key differences, this is still a 5.3, the Camaro's a 6.2, and this is automatic versus the Camaro being a 6-speed. I did do 2 videos with the Camaro, and I'm going to use the one that I did not launch just because it's a better comparison. So let's set up the camera, we'll do a small rev, and then take off, and then a drive-by. Alright, so we got the truck on the lift. We'll go over the exhaust setup a little bit, show you how I routed it, what I got. Do a quick walkthrough just so you can see everything real quick. And then we'll walk through what we got. So we'll start at the back here. We're already here. Got the quad tip, 2.5-inch tips. Could have done just a 45 to like another 45 here. But to be honest, I only had 3 45s and I needed 4. I had extra 90s, and I always kind of liked the 03, 04 Cobras, how they kind of saw the exhaust from the back. So that was kind of cool the way that ended up happening. And that way, when you're driving behind the back, it really stands out, the exhaust, and draws your attention to the IRS. So the rest of the exhaust, here's where we really couldn't get it equal length 100%. As you can see, the passenger one is straight and the driver one does have a little bit of a kick out, and that's because of the gas tank. I didn't want to really get it any closer, but we got, I'd say, 3 inches away from the gas tank there, so we're plenty far away. And that's from the muffler. The pipes are probably 5 or 6 inches. The muffler here is a stainless magnaflow X straight through muffler. So inside of this is an actual X pipe. So it's just one less piece you have to buy and weld in. I mean, if you really want, you could add another X pipe, but it is a true X pipe inside. I looked at it before I installed it, and you could see that the center crosses over, and then it just has a straight through design. I use all V-band clamps just for ease of taking off and putting on, and leak free. And they're the V-band that one goes inside the other, so they kind of go together pretty good. All my exhaust hangers are the pipes brackets here. Pipes makes these. I think they're like 30 bucks for two. I kind of like the way they are, and they kind of go pretty good. And then these you could get on Amazon as well. These are high flow cats that I bought on Amazon. I highly recommend it. It does quiet down the truck quite a bit, but it gets rid of that smell. So I mean, if you like having a loud truck, put the cats and the X-pipe without the X-pipe muffler. But I kind of like the sound the truck has. It still has a nice rumble, but it's quiet enough that it's not super loud on the highway. So it's kind of, I'm happy with it. Sometimes I wish it was louder, but when you're on long trips, it is nice. And then we go up to Speed Engineering Shorty stainless steel headers, which really can't see much from the bottom. I'll get some more videos on the top. And that's pretty much the exhaust setup I got down here on the bottom. And here, I'm gonna angle this way. You kind of see how instead of just running that passenger side straight back, you kick it over, bring it to the middle. And same thing with that one, bring it to the middle. And I feel like that is what gets you that car sound and gets away from that truck sound. Because I've seen a couple truck videos that they put X pipes, but they leave the passenger side coming this way and bring the driver's side all the way across. Kind of like a Y pipe, but it just stays true dual, and you don't get the same sound that this has. So if you definitely want that, you know, car, Camaro, Corvette sound, you're gonna have to bring it to the middle and then go down the middle. Or bring it to the middle and then you could go back out to the side. In my case, I was able to leave it in the middle because I don't have to go over the axle. On my driver's side, everything's under the axle. So I really think that right there is the secret to getting that car sound. All right, I'll show you how much clearance we got with the Speed Engineering Shorty headers. Let's see if it'll focus. You can see there's plenty of clearance on the passenger side. The driver's side, my real only complaint with these headers is the driver's side just hugs the motor so close that it's like uncomfortably close to the tranny down there, and that's why I had to add heat protector on those tranny lines, and that's even after I put about a 22-degree bend right out of the header. Because I mean, the factory way, if you would bolt the collector onto the header, it was pretty much on the transmission. So that is one little complaint I have about how tight this side hugs the motor. There's plenty of space. I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 inches from there to the cab. They could have made that header just come out just a little bit more, and they would have fit a lot better, and I would have been a lot happier. But that's going to be it for the video of the exhaust setup on this truck. I think it does have that car sound. It's kind of not a super great comparison. I do think they sound similar, but after doing this video, I do realize how much louder the truck is versus the Camaro. And that magnaflow True X-pipe muffler does have about 6,000 miles on it now, and it is, I would say, considerably louder than the day I put it on. So I guess it broke in, or I blew the baffle out. I don't know what it is, but the truck does sound good, but it does have a little bit of an annoying drone at highway speeds from like 60 to 80. After 80, it gets pretty quiet, and at 80, it's about 2,000, 2,100 RPMs. So if you got any questions, drop them down in the comments. If you want to see any other kind of videos of the truck, check out my channel. I got a couple different videos of that. And if you got anything specific you want to see, drop it in the comments and I'll do another video.